Lalit, what are you telling your clients to buy as we speak?
We are bullish on many sectors. If you ask me, Nikunj, that when the GDP grows at 9%, most of the sectors are bound to do well. So the opportunities right now we are seeing is in the banking sector. Private sector bank has been our favorite. It continues to be so. The reason being for liking the banking sector is, first of all, Axis Bank, and at current juncture we are liking ICICI Bank. If you look at the valuation gap, it has widened between other private sector bank, that is between Axis Bank and ICICI Bank. I think now this catch up is going to happen. See, the problem with the ICICI again was they raised a lot of money 2 years back, around 10,000 crores they raised in the IPOs in this dilution. Now that's the reason their ROEs and the return parameters have got depressed. But given that this industry is growing by 25% per annum, all the capital is going to get deployed. So once that capital gets deployed, the profits are going to shoot up, the valuation gap is going to narrow down. So this is one of key favorites in the banking space. Besides that, there are other stories which we are liking. The large caps are Larsen and Toubro. The infrastructure industry is going to go by 15-20% per annum. Larsen will grow 3 to 5% higher than the infrastructure industry or the Sensex. If it is trading at 30% premium or Sensex valuation, it will continue to trade. So you are getting a company which is going to grow by 22% per annum. So why not to be in that space? And after that, there are quite good of mid-cap stories also, which we like. One such story is Alembic. We are liking Alembic Pharma in small caps. What we are saying in this company is that the company is doing a lot of activities happening in this company. The company wants to unlock the value for the shareholders. They are demerging. Yeah, they are demerging the land and one loss-making unit also is done. What I have gathered is that it will be it will trade at a market cap to sales of 0.5. Now, if you look at other pharma companies which are in the same zone, in the peers, they are trading at 1 time and market cap to sales. So that's a good upside in this company, Alembic. And there are many mid-cap companies. One can expect a 40-50% jump in Alembic companies like Alembic.
Do you own that stock personally?
I would love to own. Probably my treasury department might be owning it, but as the fact is that our industry also is growing by 30% per annum. So all our resources are completely tied up in this industry.
Do you like brokerage stocks?
Yeah, definitely.
Do you like brokerage business?
Yeah.
Which is your favorite brokerage stock, Dinesh? Because Angel is not listed.
No, one has to wait for 2 years to get my favorite stock, that is Angel Broking. But having said this, see, this industry is going to grow at a very good rate. I would not be surprised if I see this industry growing at a far more greater rate than this thing Sensex. Right now, all these big brokerage houses are really flushed with lots of capital, and it will take some time for them to deploy this capital. Maybe it will take 1 or 2 years for them to really deploy this capital very effectively. So until that time, I would say that lots of big brokerages who are listed are good, and one needs to have some patience for to get a good return from the stocks. So for me, any big brokerage house who is into, say, top 5 in terms of market share or turnover and all that are good stocks.
Somebody walks up to you with a portfolio of 5 lakh rupees, cash portfolio of 5 lakh rupees. What would be a standard advice? Buy right now, buy as we speak, and buy aggressively?
Okay, it depends on time horizon of this customer. If at all he has a time horizon which says I am okay to hold for 2 years and beyond, I would not mind investing everything in one go.
Even at these levels? You will not wait for a decline?
Because I will tell you why. Because right now our market, we can say it is fairly valued. We are not in a rich valuation zone of 21, 22 times earning. Discounting earning of 21, 22 times. And we don't know how much to wait, and if at all we have to take a call on market. We are seeing from here also market has a potential to appreciate by 40-50% next 2 years. What is the downside risk? It may go down by 7, 8, 9%, 10%. So I feel that a person who is investing now, his risk to reward ratio is favorable in terms of rewards. And if you look at countries like China, when they were actually growing at the rate of 8-10%, their markets were always fairly to richly priced. So you can't expect a growth asset to be available at a discount price. And even if it is available at a discount price, believe me, there would be something adverse news across the globe or in India, you would not be able to invest at that time. So it is better when you are taking a call on stocks, if you think everything is fine for next 2-3 years, don't look at what would go wrong in short term. Whatever goes wrong in terms of short term, it may have an impact of 7 to 10% maximum.
In the short term, Dinesh, Indian markets are indeed outperforming. On a longer term basis, or historically speaking, global markets have to average out always, which means that if global markets go down further, India, somewhere will have to come down.
I don't believe in a long run it has happened, but if you look at say Dow Jones, I think in 2001 I heard that they crossed 10,000. Today also they are struggling with 10,000. But if you look at market gyration day on day, you will feel that we are connected that way. But if you look at a longer picture, that's what I am saying. If you have a time horizon of 2 years and 5 years, you will see this kind of a decoupling happening. But if you look at day to day, you will feel that okay, if US market or say developed country markets go down, then we would be impacted. Yes, there is an relative valuation. But I think, but if you look at say emerging market, all emerging markets are expected to be outperforming, and they will surprise positively. This is what I feel.
Nikunj, one more point I would like to add here. Barring China, I think most of the emerging markets have done well along with the India. There are, I think, one Malaysian economy, or Malaysian stock market or Indonesian stock market, it has surpassed that 21,000 level, what India is not able to. I think only China is the country where markets have come down significantly and they are trading cheaper than India. But all the other markets have gone up like India, and I don't think because of the China factor our India market will come down, because the combined market of emerging economy is so huge that you won't see all those emerging market coming down to make a room for China. That is not needed. China can go up, they can outperform, but our market too can give a decent return from this level also.